Hi everyone, thank you again for tuning in to my YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing and for liking my video. I greatly appreciate it. It's so important for me to know that I am adding value to your life with the information that I'm sharing, or adding value to the life of someone that you know that you can share this video with. I want to continue the conversation around living passionately. A few days ago, I came across a very interesting article, and the headline was Women Should Not Follow Their Passion. And I thought, wow, what are they talking about? And I read the article and I found it very interesting. Basically, the author was relaying that women should not follow their passion because somehow women make emotional decisions based on the way that we were raised, and that we were raised to expect a fairy tale lifestyle of getting married and living happily ever after, and so we make decisions based on our emotions and our expectations in life. Now, I don't know what rock the author might have been living under, because most women I know do not live in a fairy tale. So we have to separate what we are sometimes passionate about and make the decision to work to support our livelihood. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's what most of us do. But then we have passions, like things that we're passionate about. And it could be to travel, it could be to invest in real estate, it could be wanting to buy your kids a gift, certain gifts. Some people like to buy their kid a gift when they turn 18 or 16, or those type of things. I know I did with my daughter. Sometimes we want to take care of our parents, and there are things that we're just passionate about. You want to give back to society. You might want to do some volunteer work and things like that. So the author went on to say that because we make decisions based on our emotions, they don't always make sense. And that's what you get with Pat Brown, okay? That's who I am, being very authentic here. Anyone that knows me will tell you that, oh, yes, she is indeed very emotional. But hey, I don't allow my heart to rule me all the time. I make decisions based on data, sometimes on just making a common sense decision. And so sometimes we have to put off things that we are passionate about because we have to make decisions that quote unquote really make sense. We may have to delay our goals or things that we might be passionate about. Now, for me, one thing that I was really passionate about, and I still am passionate about it, but I had to make a decision. I am very passionate about teaching women financial literacy. And there was a time in my life where I just wanted to do that. And my background was in banking. I've met women from all walks of life that had money, or their spouse had money, or they were making a lot of money and they didn't know how to manage their money. Some women didn't know how to budget and stuff like that. They'll just, they bring it, or they just left it to their partner to take care of those things. And so I was always passionate about teaching women financial literacy, because we know that the data shows that women do live longer than men. So even if you're married, that is something that you got to think about with your future. So there was a time when I was teaching women financial literacy, and it was a very challenging time in my life. And I didn't have a second income. But as I was teaching women how to budget and whatnot, sometimes they'll come to me and I would go over their finances and whatnot and come up with a plan for them. I felt guilty charging a fee because the numbers were not adding up. And so how could I add on to something that they were already struggling with? So oftentimes I would reduce the fee. Sometimes I would do it for free. Okay, and that was not sustainable. I could not do that. So I had to work full time, and then I had to reduce the time that I was putting in to teaching women financial literacy. And because basically it was volunteering. And that is something that I would do if money was not a object in my life. That I have to think about taking care of myself financially as a single person, as a small business owner, and we living in different economic times. But I would still teach a woman today if that someone that came to me and needed help with a budget or how to pay them their credit cards or get out of debt or something like that, because it's something that I'm passionate about. Could I make a living off of being a budget coach? Not right now. I mean, I've seen some people that it has definitely worked for them, but for me at this time in my life, I'm managing a business that is dear to me also. It's very important to me, and it is a business. It's not something that I am saying passionate about. I'm passionate about being an entrepreneur, yes, but not my business is to make money, right? But then something else that I'm passionate about is teaching women how to manage their finances. And so I'm just want to say today that sometimes we do have to make those hard decisions about what's important at this point in our lives and what you can do. Sometimes volunteering, following your passion is not something that you can do right now. It doesn't mean that because you have to put it off that it is not going to happen, right? It just means that you have to put it off for a later time. So I just want to say to you, that if you have to delay, it doesn't mean that you're being denied going after your passion. It's just not the right time, but that's okay. I believe in you and I know that you can do it. So I hope that this message does add value to you today or someone that you know. Feel free to share. And thank you again for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Until next time, bye.